But I gotta remember, we're here to have fun. I like to win, though, bro. I like to win and be fast, not mediocre. Oh, somebody left.
Here we go into the race, lap one. Starting in second because one guy left. But we're going to do what we can do. Jimmy Disco into the first corner. Yeah, we're into it. We're in the game. Feeling good. Feeling great. But these Porsches, the Porsches are crazy these races. So what's this Mercedes going to do? Yeah, we're into it. Into the corner. Going to try and save as much time as possible. Cutting it real close. Not going real wide. We're going to do the same thing into this right-hander coming up. JT on the brakes. Yes. Can we get on it early? I don't know, because the other Porsche behind is catching up and we're losing time to the guy in front. We're going to try and take it nice and easy as we go into this and try to get away from the Porsche that's right in our rear view mirror. Oh my goodness, so close. Cutting it down, right on the throttle early, heading into the straight. Will we have enough power? We don't know yet, but we're going to give it a go. The Porsche behind, the lights yellow, the lights bright, takes the left. Gonna try and take him on the straight, but the Mercedes got a little bit more power. Oh my goodness, he can't get it done. Gets right behind. Mercedes still in the front. Jimmy Disco laughing on the, oh what? No, the Porsche. Is he gonna take it? Yes, he does. Gets by the Mercedes. Just grazes the barrier. We're down to third now. Oh my goodness. Going into this S. Here we are. Can we get the position back? No, we're not gonna. And now we've got Goose on our tail. Oh no, this is Top Gun all over again. But Goose dies. In this section, Goose doesn't die. Goose takes the dive going into this left-hander before we get to the finish line again. The Red Bull Porsche looking real good on the Mercedes. The Mercedes takes it. Nope, can't get it. Slipping down to fourth. What are we gonna do on this? This is only lap one. We've got 3 more laps to go. Coming into lap 3 here, we see that Goose has a penalty. So we've got to catch him before the penalty line. Coming up on Goose again, we've got another problem. We've got another Porsche in the back who wants to take our 4th position from us. So we're mashing the gas all the way down. Porsche tries to take it. Thinks about it. Thinks about it. Thinks about it again. Is going to try to go for the move here on the left-hand corner. This is a great place to actually take it, but no. Less up on the gas. Mercedes takes it. He also sees there's a penalty. He sees if they just keep it clean that they're both going to move up a spot. Here we go into this right hand of the S coming up here. Goose. Oh. Goose. Goose loses it. Goose loses it. Dies just like Top Gun. Or is it Mercedes? Another Porsche. Mercedes, Jimmy Disco moves up in third. Gonna come on here in the last lap. Right after this left-hander. Into the right-hander. Going on to the main straight. The Porsche in back doesn't go for it. He knows he's still got another chance. Jimmy Disco trying to keep it straight. Loses it just a little bit. Gives Porsche just a little bit as we go into the long straight. Porsche is going to take the drag. Porsche is going to take the air. Porsche is going to take the left. Porsche is going to try to go for it going into this left-hander. The sneaky left-hander coming up as we go for it. They're both going to go into the corner. Porsche backs out. Mercedes takes it. Jimmy Disco back on the throttle. Keeping the third right now. Final lap. Going into the tunnel. Jimmy Disco keeping it right. Keeping it straight. Now we're going defensive. Gets onto the throttle early. We're going to go through this whole last lap. Takes the right-hander. We're going to go into the left, going into another long straight. Going to see if we can outgun the Porsche. Brakes just a little bit. Back on the throttle early. Here we go. Can we do it? We're going to see if we can keep this Porsche behind us. We don't know. The Porsche just has this track. This is the Porsche main track. Mercedes on the straight. Do we have enough? Porsche closing it down. Less than a tenth. Jimmy Disco goes defensive. But that's not ideal going into this corner, so he's going to take it wide. Porsche thinking about it. Porsche wants it. Porsche has it. Porsche takes the left, but Jimmy Disco has the right line going into this S. Porsche backs out again. Takes it, but that line leaves Jimmy Disco vulnerable on the inside, which now becomes the outside for the Porsche. The Porsche gets through. Porsche has the best line. Jimmy Disco grazes him, so gives him back the position. Porsche goes ahead and takes it. Jimmy Disco running behind. Can we get it? It's the last final lap. We're going to have to break real early, break real nice, going on to this left-hander, into the right-hander, going on to the straight. Can he do it? We don't know. He's going to try. No, he can't get it done. Can't get it done. He's going to have to settle for fourth. Goose right in behind after serving that penalty and crashing. We're going to give it a fourth on this one. And that's the end.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see the damage. Yeah, I mean, the thing that I like about F1 is that you're not even going to really be close to people, and if you are, you're probably going to pass them pretty quick. So there's a lot less fighting, and, well, it's not the fighting that I have a problem with, it's the...
Starting race number 2, we find ourselves, well, the race before, Laudy had run in a BRZ.
Why is he pulling away from me? I don't know.
And was just getting caught up with the speed of the Mercedes and the Porsche. So he swapped over to the Mercedes. So we've got 2 Mercedes, 1 in 4th, 1 in 5th. Jimmy Disco's in 5th. We go into the sweeping corners, going into the tunnel, taking this left hand, and we figure out that we've got an issue. We're going slow. Why are we slow? Because our fuel is on lean. So we've got to switch it going into the tunnel, losing time, creating a gap, getting caught by Carboni right in the back. We're going to try and keep up with the GR.3 fam. Gran Turismo, Argentina, what's going down? Into lap 1, no real action, so we're fast forwarding it. We're still in 5th, right behind Laudy. But this Porsche, if you look in the rearview mirror, the Porsche wants it. Porsche wants it bad. Porsche is going to take it, or is he? Gets right behind Jimmy Disco again, going to get some of that draft. Going into the sweeping corner, the Porsche is going to think about it, so we're going to think about it too. What are we going to do? We're going to get on the brakes, and we're still going to go into it like a madman, but the Porsche goes ahead and takes it. Porsche is going to go wide. Jimmy Disco gives him the spot, but now what's going to happen with Carboni? What's going to happen with Carboni? He gets the penalty. He gets the penalty. Jimmy Disco sees this, wants it. Goose sitting in the back, so he's got Goose attacking as well. Goose is the one who got in front of him last time and still crashed out. We're on lap 2. We're going to fast forward a little bit, going into the long straight and see what we can do. Goose hits the wall. Goose hits the wall, loses time. Goose actually checks out of the race because of that, doesn't want any more part of it. So it's just Jimmy Disco and Carboni vying for 5th. We fast forward into lap 2. Carboni is going to go ahead and serve his penalty. Jimmy Disco is going to get some of that draft. Jimmy Disco is going to get some of that mash on the gas as he goes by. Jimmy Disco takes 5th place back from Carboni. As we go down this long straight, Jimmy Disco is going to see if he can catch up with Tony, who's lost to Laudy. Both on the same team. Goes into the sweeping corner. We're going to go into the tunnel here and see if we can keep Carboni right behind us because we want 5th place. Tony from the GR.3 fam. Yeah, as we go into lap 3. Lap 3 now, we've got an issue. We've got an issue because Carboni hasn't gone anywhere, and we've just lost it going onto the long straight, giving Carboni a little bit of peace of my mind in that we may not have it. Carboni goes in and takes it. We want to go ahead and draft back off of Carboni. We gave him that, so we can go ahead and get some of this draft. As we go down, still on the gas, we're going to see how close we can get. Maybe we're going to take it, maybe we're not. And no, we're just going to break. We're just going to break. We're going to take it nice and easy. We've still got 1 more lap to go, and we don't want to lose any more than we've already lost. Still in 6th place. Following Carboni around the sweeping corner here. We're going to try and keep as close as possible. Try to stay in the draft. We know these Porsches are tough. We know we're in the Mercedes. It's okay. Going into lap 4. Final lap of the race. What happens here? Oh no, Tony crashed. Tony crashed. G-Tark Tony crashed. So we're still following Carbonite. Carbonite moves up into 4th. Jimmy Disco goes into 5th. Can we get another place back? We don't think so. Carbonite has held on to 4th. And they're so close yet so far away on this final corner going onto the straight. But it's okay. We came up in 5th. There was a lot of A-pluses in here. Jimmy Disco is going to take what he can in this Mercedes. 5th place finish it is. 5th place finish for Jimmy Disco in the Mercedes.
First guys are fast.